Working at the dump cause he doesn't commit any crimes. Every single week he sees the same trash can arrive. Never thought to ask why there always was a man inside. But inside a trash can you never know what you can find. Starbucks Wi-Fi and decent audio equipment too. So tune into Cold Hard Trash for you. It's a podcast. Smoke a cigarette through the hole of your penis.
This man says not to eat cold pizza while living in a dump.
Yeah, cold pizza is the most disgusting thing you could ever ask about. Hold on, I need to grab my phone, though, for my notes.
And he doesn't even remember his phone for his notes.
When you live in a garbage dump, shit's just everywhere, all right? You just leave shit around, and you kind of get used to where the mess is, you know? You just know the mess. You don't really clean it up. You just kind of live in the mess of things. Oh, I forgot to listen to the intro beforehand. But welcome to Cold Hard Trash, CRT, episode 106. I know that this time because I got it wrong last time. I'm your host, Trash Can Jones.
Look, so when you have cold pizza, the cheese re-solidifies and gains a new texture.
And it's disgusting texture. It's the worst texture.
It's a nice, snappier
No,
cheese.
My brain cannot do that. It says no to eating that.
And I'm Breg, your fellow host.
Cold pizza is probably, you know, I'm such a hypocrite too. I say cold pizza is disgusting, but I fucked up Lunchables pizzas so many times as a kid.
Yeah, it's not even like...
And it's not even cooked pizza. That's just like shredded cheese. But that, to be fair, I feel like that's different because that's fresh shredded cheese, you know, with the pepperoni and whatnot. It's not like cheese that got old and solidified and now looks like different. It looks like... It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I'm not eating day-old pizza, no matter which way you slice it. I used to be okay with some pizza, like, honestly, Beggar's Pizza, the stuff that has, like, a ton of cheese and so much grease that it doesn't dry out at all. You can, like, put that back in the oven, and it'll be, like, brand new again. But any other pizza that basically, like, shrivels up and shrinks and just becomes, like, this, gross, stale garbage, it's just so dry and cardboardy.
Shrivel up. I've never seen that. I've never witnessed that.
You've never seen, like, where, like, the cheese kind of just shrinks into the sauce and it just kind of looks like, just cardboard garbage?
No.
I feel like most pizza does that, like, especially most chain pizza, like Domino's or Little Caesars or whatnot.
When I have pizza at home, I live alone, so I grab the thing, I throw it in the oven, take it out, eat like, a third to a half of the pizza.
Right.
Throw the other half in the fridge. Boom, lunch tomorrow.
I can't
peasy.
do that. I eat half the pizza.
Put a little jardiniere on it.
Half, bam.
Put a lot of red pepper flakes. Put some herbes de Provence on a cheese pizza.
I like a little Parmesan cheese, maybe a little ranch to dip it in. I can't do red pepper flakes, though. They don't do good on my tum. Not even the spice part.
You should try eating a tablespoon of cayenne.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of, I got some of the hot sauce that I want you to try. It's like the pineapple amarillo or whatever. It's very, very good.
I am a fan of Hot Ones sauces. Oh, my God. Those
Delish.
chips are still around. They're harder to find.
The Hot Ones chips are so good. The Pringles.
I kill them.
Oh, they're so good. They're so bad for me, but they're so good. I eat them, and then I just start, like, sweating, and I know it's going to be a problem, but I can't stop. Too good. The taste is too good.
Nice tang and spice.
Yeah, the actual flavor of it, beyond just the spice, is just too good. I love it. I love it. God damn. So what if you made a gauntlet of other gauntlets? Right? Because I feel like a gauntlet is like kind of like the, a sort of a big, especially for just like knight's armor, it's like the biggest glove, like the end-all be-all for gloves. And then you have, like, the Infinity Gauntlet that's got all the stones in it. But what if you had, like, a gauntlet with those Infinity Gauntlets, but it was just other gauntlets in there? Like, you could have, like, one that's a spike one. You could have one that's, like, all this other just different. You could have, like, the go-go gadget of all the different ones, like a whole big-ass fist.
That reminds me of, I saw, those, like, little fake, like, finger things you put on?
Yeah, the little tiny hands. One of them could be the N64 game Gauntlet.
With little tiny hands on it. I have seen that before.
See, it's the hat and a hat joke. That's what I was going to bring it around to. The hat and a hat is kind of, it could be pretty funny. I like the idea for it. Like you just have a gauntlet and it's made like of other gauntlets, or has like the Infinity Stones of other gauntlets that are in there. That'd be a good joke. I have the gauntlet.
I wouldn't want to be hit by it.
It's like they have the. Have you ever seen that picture of like he has the? What made me think of it was he has the Infinity Gauntlet, with like combined with a dual disc, combined with like all the other like famous like potential gloves from movies and whatnot. It's like Hellboy's hand is also a part of it in there. Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like when you're saying like a gauntlet of gauntlets, like that kind of makes things hard because it's all at the end of there. But if you have it in like separate sections, like your dual disc and stuff like that, it goes all the way up the arm.
Yeah, I guess it'd be like a gauntlet made of other gauntlets. That's what I was kind of going back and forth.
I thought you meant just like all of them like stuck on the end of it, and that's why I'm like, I don't know, man. Like,
yeah, I was kind of thinking that, but as I went through it, like, yeah, it would make more sense to just have the gauntlet made of gauntlets.
Mm-hmm.
Have the ultimate Infinity Gauntlet. That'd be part of it too. So it wouldn't even be like, what's bigger than Infinity?
To Infinity.
The 2 Infinity Gauntlet. It's got Infinity Gauntlet plus infinity other gauntlets all on it.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that with the stones in the movie.
Yeah, you could.
You could do whatever you want.
Good. This word's starting to sound weird to me now. Gauntlet.
Yeah, you say it too much.
Yeah, it's one of those words you don't ever hear often, but now that you've said it like 20 times in a row, it's like that's still a real word, right?
Yeah, so I thought when you're saying gauntlet, I thought you were talking about like the type of challenges a gauntlet, like, you know, the Iron Man or whatever.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Or like a triathlon.
Maybe that's what you could do. Maybe you could do like a challenge for a gauntlet, so it's a gauntlet. Maybe that's how you can bring it apart. Yeah, there we go.
That's a good competition.
The gauntlet. It's a gauntlet for the gauntlet.
You gotta wear gauntlets.
I'm fucking saying it even more. I hate myself.
And now I'm starting to lose it as a word. Doesn't sound like it anymore.
Oh, God. Oh, speaking of losing the story, do you know the whole thing about the Friday the 13th franchise? About how all the different properties got like sectioned off?
No.
So it was, I believe, as I recall looking it up, when they first, like within the first trilogy of the franchise, when they were super small, they sold off the rights to, I believe it was The Mask, the filmmaking rights, as well as the rights to the actual character itself. Like they sold those off piecemeal just to be able to like help fund the movie and whatnot. And when the 3 separate parties had those rights, and it was like a small, horror movie franchise and whatnot, they had a lot of leverage, but leverage over what? It was a small horror movie franchise. They didn't really throw their weight in around, and the movies were just kind of being made and whatever. Yeah, I'm the guy that owns Jason. I'm the guy that owns the filmmaking rights. Like that's basically all it was to it. But then the reason it got me thinking about this is because we had that clip I put up of Jason on Arsenio.
Yeah.
Because the 6th movie was when they started going big, like sicko mode for it. Because the people who are starting to make the movies realize, like, all right, we have this kind of, separate thing or separate entities of all making this movie, and it'll make it kind of tough going forward if this starts getting bigger, which it is, because Jason Takes Manhattan, they had the the Arsenio Hall appearance, they were able to shut down the streets of Manhattan. It was much bigger budget than any of the other movies. It was going to be had a lot of like big studio funding behind it, so they figured like, okay, we make this big studio movie and it becomes like a big thing, and hopefully if it does good, we'll be able to buy out those other partners, like no problem with the big money, and then we can just keep on having this all in-house within a studio, whichever studio wants to swallow it up, and we'll be able to move forward.
Why would any of those partners sell if it's getting bigger?
Just they'd be able to get bought out. Just they get flashed a couple $100,000, more money than they've ever seen. Yeah, take it.
Yeah, but if the thing's getting bigger, then they just want to hold on to the rights and charge for every single consecutive movie.
Maybe, and then they'd go back and forth. Maybe they'd have like, I want this much for it. There's a negotiation to be had, but it'd be a negotiation with a big movie executive. It's something they do all the time, just buying out people for the rights and property rights. It's, they figure probably it's something they could just do. Kick that can down the road, though, because they're making the movie now. Once they would want to secure the big production rights. Jason Takes Manhattan kind of fails and flops. Not exactly like terrible movie. Doesn't do gangbusters like they want it. So now they have this whole movie franchise that is not doing as good as they can, is not really willing to get picked up as the big thing by all these big movie picture studios. And they have all these split rights people who are like, hey, we just did a big budget production, so we're going to be wanting a little bit more if you're going to be making the next movie type deal. And now they don't have any leverage themselves from the movie studio because they don't have these big budget movies behind them, so they're like, shit. So then the next couple of movies just end up kind of flopping back and forth. And it's what ends up like derailing the whole franchise. By the time they get to Jason X, it's just kind of a fun romp horror movie, and then they can't really do anything else with the franchise after that. Or they just decided not to because it became such of a headache, I guess. Whatever their reasons were, that's the continual making of those movies stopped after Jason X.
Yeah, well, if Friday the 13th was so good, why didn't they make Friday the 14th?
Ooh.
Saturday the 14th.
It'd be Saturday the 14th, yeah. It'd be, unless it was just next year, and that's just kind of how it went. Like,
yeah.
The calendar moved. Although, how that goes usually is like it moves a day, right? Is that for every month, like Friday the 13th, so the next day would be Saturday the 13th? So it'd have to be Friday the 12th or Sunday the 14th. I don't know how that works, though. I mean,
it's division by 7, right? So you got Friday the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, right? And so on. You look at how many days are in the month, so 30 or 31.
I just know my birthday moves down one day every month.
Your birthday every month?
Every year, sorry.
Yeah.
My birthday is like it's on Friday one year, Saturday the next year, Sunday the year after that. So I just figured like if it's that my birthday's the 13th every year.
Well,
it's kinda...
so that's simpler math. So 7 goes into 35 5 times. You go to 350 days. That's 50 times. Then 357. That's another week. 364. That's another week. 365. 1 year. So that's where we get 52 weeks from.
Yeah.
364 divided by 7, 52.
But then plus
so then
1
it puts
day.
everything off by 1 day, yes.
Yeah, okay. So it would just move. It would be, the next one would have to
unless
be
it's a leap year.
Sunday the 14th, unless they describe in the movie, oh, last year, that was a leap year. So this is actually Saturday the 14th.
Very important stuff to say at the beginning of the movie.
They just established that, like, last movie took place during a leap year. And anyway, they just continue on with the whole epilogue of it. I got lost in the weeds with the math there, but I came back around. Like, that's how we get to 52. I was like, right, because we got 364, then 1 day off.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, this doesn't sound right because there's 365 days in the year. Like, I didn't know where you were going with it, but I'm not the savviest with math if I don't have it in front of me on paper. Can't do it in my head too good.
There was a period of time where I was just calculating how much I get paid per year. I had like a long drive, and I was listening to music, and I was just doing math in my head the entire time.
Crazy.
So
I could not do that.
It kept me occupied.
I guess.
It's dividing years.
That's wild. I just make up like situations in my head, I guess. So, like, what would happen if this happened? And then I just get like lost in thought
too.
like that. But math-wise, like...
sometimes I just do math.
I can't do the math of that situation. I just want to know about the situation itself. Who gives a shit about the numbers?
No, they're separate things. I do both separately.
Wow.
But doing math is, I don't know, it's a an idling thing. You sort of have your brain continue to run.
Weird.
Keep your wits about you.
It's not something my brain would idle, but it makes you...
You never tried it.
I've never tried to do math idly. I take that back. When I first got like out of surgery and had to get like a catheter removed, and the trick is to just do like 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16, and just keep multiplying by 2 to go to the bathroom because you're really not used to like having to go again. Your muscles kind of get weird. So it's just like to get used to relaxing and do that. Very strange experience.
Yeah. I don't think I pissed while I was driving. Doing math in my head.
You didn't have one of those, what you call it, like bucket installations that just emptied out to the bottom of your car so you could just go while you're driving? Just right
catheter.
at the bottom. Not a catheter. It'd just be like one of those vacuum tubes you just stuck right on. Just attach a toilet, basically, seat to the bottom of your seat. Why not?
Another thing about idling doing math is that that's advice that people give to not come quickly.
Really?
They say, oh, just start doing math in your head, which I think that could turn out pretty bad because then you got to like, anytime you do math from then on, you're getting a boner.
According to Warrant, you just think about baseball.
Then what happens when you go to a baseball game?
So what? You're a little hard when you go to a baseball game. Just get you more excited. The homers feel better. I don't know. The crack of the bat really gets you jumping a little more.
Yeah.
Sitting behind home plate. Oh man. So I have another thing that I have a note for. I wanted to make sure I got to this session because I had it last session and I forgot to bring it up. But I have another sentence for you to decode that I've been tossing around in my head.
Brand new sentence, go.
A brand new sentence, and it was kind of a sad story, a very sad one. But I decided to just keep on going with it anyway. So, Ronald Reagan, king of prawns, did crack till the wheels fell off.
Ronald Reagan.
Mm-hmm.
King of the prawns?
King of the prawns. Less of a jump this time around like string 2.
Did crack till the wheels fall off? Crack epidemic? Is this actually about Ronald Reagan?
No, of course not. Why would it be?
Of course.
That's a silly question.
Are you talking about that one Eric Andre skit where he's dressed up as Ronald McDonald and he goes into the
That's a great skit. No, I did not. That wasn't. Was that an actual skit? I thought that was like one that got cut.
It was, and then they showed it on like Jimmy Kimmel or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say they showed it on a different show, but no, it's not about that. It is about a person though.
Named Ronald?
No, Ronald is not a part of this equation.
Is it a president?
Not a president, no.
Is it a Reagan?
It might be. It might be some type of Reagan. King of the prawns. Did crack until the wheels fell off. Which one did that?
Are we talking about Forrest Gump?
Nope.
The movie as a whole, but not the character in particular.
No. You're falling for all the red herrings though, which I love.
Again, this reminds me of that fucking word game that's just like, oh yeah, just figure it out, I guess. There's no structure to the clues whatsoever.
There's a sort of a structure to it.
Ronald Reagan, king of the prawns, smoked crack until the wheels fell off.
You got it right.
Porn?
You're on track, yeah. You caught the thread. What are your other clues? Go back to your
Someone
clue
that did
index.
Crack.
Like Phoenix Wright, go back in your clue book. What was the other thing I said that was correct? Go back to your evidence.
A Reagan. Crack until the wheels fall off.
I feel like you're on the doorstep.
Knowing
to
that
it.
this is about porn, I don't know how much I can figure out from here.
Oh no, you're not really into the porn star game.
Not really.
Well, then it might be a little bit too niche to you. Is the name Faye Reagan ring any bells?
Yes. Okay, fair enough. I don't know if I can come up with the rest. I don't know how much. I don't know this much lore, man.
Well, I mean, it made kind of popular.
Did she die?
It made kind of popular news circulations that she was a missing persons case in Las Vegas like a year ago.
Oh no!
And it's up in. So there were sightings of her, but it's up in the air of whether or not it actually was her. And yeah, it's a really sad case of drug addiction, drug abuse, and not doing well. The wheels kind of falling off. Yeah, and I said it was a real sad story. I still wanted to go through with it though, because I was bouncing around in my head before I looked it up.
This person has an awful life.
Yeah, it's really terrible. She was a pretty big icon though in the industry, and then that's kind of why it made like headlines of just like, hey, where did she go? Oh no!
Oh man.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Well, I hope she's okay.
Yeah, hope she's doing all right. Hope she's getting the help she needs. If she needs help, who knows? I mean, it's her life to live. It's not like she's doing an outcry type thing. People are kind of outcrying for her. Who knows?
I guess.
Yeah.
Damn, come with something like more uplifting next time, okay?
I didn't know it would be so sad. I looked up everything to make sure that I was like, all right, this is all things that happened, right? I just figured that her life was, going on like the Lindsay Lohan type spiral down. And then I figured the missing persons thing. I was like, oh, no, this got more serious than I anticipated. But, I'm a journalist. I got to bring it to the table one way or another.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, headline.
Headline, Ronald Reagan, king of prawns, did crack until the wheels fell off. And then you're reading the story like, what the fuck? This is even about Ronald Reagan.
Yeah. I mean, it got my attention, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's yellow journalism.
Anything for clicks.
It's trash journalism. It's my new segment where it's just, instead of headlines that are like slightly misleading, it's headlines that are just wrong. They're just nothing to do with the article.
We should come up with a segment name, though.
Yeah, right. I feel like it'd be a good thing. Headlines of just like they're absolutely nothing to do with the news article about it. It'd be a really funny newspaper.
Yeah,
you really have to read it like 2 or 3 times. Like, did I just what was even this about?
It's all in code, but it is just like normal reports.
If you read a story about Faye Reagan and like her like the tragedy that it was afterwards, you'd be like, I guess I could see why they named it that. Like. It's like a crossword puzzle you have to do in your head. You have to figure out like that's a crossword clue.
Oh my god!
While you're reading.
Yeah, you should try and come up with a full newspaper, like a single page like this.
That'd be crazy.
Put it in print.
I'd actually have to write articles then. The articles would be like normal and probably like regular, but the headlines would just be like, "Whoa, what?" And then you'd be like, "Oh wait." This is just regular news, I guess. Not even like interesting news.
You just put like "just kidding" as the first.
Well, that's the first one. Just Kurt Cobain's suicide. It's like it's just some stuff I knew. It's not even like news. It's just the fact that he was just wanted to show me.
Well, I mean, you wait until that was also very bleak. Thank you. Think about happier shit, man.
Listen. I can't control what I think about. Things happen in my mind. I bounce them around. I think of a funny way to say it. This is how I cope with things.
Damn.
If I come up with funnier things, it'll probably just be like way worse on the surface.
That's fine. It's worse on the surface, but then like the thing underneath is okay.
But the surface is the thing under. Oh, I guess worse on the surface. Okay, yeah, no, I meant worse on the underneath.
Oh, damn.
I meant exterior versus surface, but I guess surface is like you were thinking like surface level as opposed to deep level.
Yeah.
We have opposite thoughts there. But yeah, no, it probably would be like even worse on the interior level if I thought of something funnier on the exterior. So I'm a little worried to actually like try. But I don't know. I'll give it a go. Let's see if I can find like a happier something to try and throw around my brain.
Yeah, the segment's called Yellow and Brown Journalism.
Brown. Mostly brown.
Yeah. You got to come up with more crimes I didn't commit too.
Yeah, I keep thinking about that. I
can't do that.
I have that as a note. I keep forgetting to do it. As I come in every day, I'm like, God damn, I should look those up.
You got a lot of like the low-hanging fruit. You got to like look up new types of crimes.
Yeah, I got to find some like real specific ones, like different racketeerings and whatnot. Be a really good list to make. I got to come in with like an actual written list though, because I feel like a lot of those are going to be real specific to the wording, and I got to make sure like get it out there that it's the liability's sake. If I use the incorrect wording, then I'm not covered. Right. That's what's the point. It's just stupid. And you remember when I do it, you can't interrupt with well, or else there's an asterisk that goes on there. You have to just.
That's half of the fun.
You have to accept that this is not the crime. I'm trying to help here.
Yeah. No, that's half the fun.
I want to try to come up with a jingle for crimes you didn't commit to. I feel like it'd be fun. Oh, speaking of jingles, I also feel like we should probably try and shorten up the theme song a little bit. As much as I like it, I feel like we should have like a shortened version of it. Just to have, I don't know, I feel like we have like a snappier come in would be a little bit better. I don't know. I feel like it's just a little bit too long of a song. It's a nice song for a standalone. But I want it to be, I don't know, like 30 seconds maximum. Or not even 30 seconds.
45?
I think so. Like we're just a little bit too long. If we can just come in with like, I don't know.
Oh, figure out what you want to cut.
Right.
Up to you.
I
got the lyrics.
Snip, snap at something. I don't know. Maybe something out of the middle. Maybe something out of the front. I like the front and I like the end. I don't know. That's the thing is I wrote the song, so I kind of have a bias to it.
Yeah. Well, I think it's fine how it is, personally.
I just like it to be just a little bit snappier. It's one of those things where I just like, I kind of, when I close my eyes and listen to it, I'm just like, and done, and we're still not finished with it yet. No, we'll see. I'll give a look into it.
Chop it up. I mean, you're making loops and stuff.
Yeah, I'm getting into doing Reaper and whatnot. Apparently making your keyboard into a MIDI keyboard like isn't hard. That's like Reaper's whole thing. They're just like press Alt-B and it'll give you all the hotkeys for it. It's like, cool, all right. It's going to be fun. Gonna start. They can just add any instrument and then just play it.
Yeah, MIDI.
It'll be weird. It'll be weird, but it'll be fun.
Yeah. I was actually thinking of like, ooh, maybe we should add like a second verse or something. How would we do that? Because as a standalone song, I think it's too short.
See, that's what I was thinking of. Like, it's a nice thing to maybe like we can add on to. So maybe we do like a second version of the theme song. That's like the second verse, but that's like a 30-second version of it. That's kind of like what I was initially thinking when I was like, I don't know, cutting up might be a little bit too hard.
But just speed it up, man.
Cold hard trash for you.
Yeah.
Podcast.
Hyper, what was that? Nightcore version.
Get our voices all pitched up and everything. Gotta be pretty sweet. We gotta add a lot of samples in there too.
I had that one version. I brought up again earlier where
the Soldier Boy.
Cold hard trash for you.
Dun, 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 Soldier Boy, tell him. Then it just goes back to dun.
It's a podcast.
That's pretty good. We should just slip that. You should slip that into an episode. Like see if people catch it. If we get a comment about it.
And I'll just do it on this one.
All right, if you remember.
Yeah, well,
do it.
And just. If
Make
you
a note.
If you didn't pay attention to that, go back to the beginning and listen.
All right. Did you catch it? Were you also startled when the Soldier Boy theme came on?
Yeah, we gotta get that. We gotta get the sample cleared.
Yeah, Soldier Boy might come after us. He might sue us and make us buy all his Soldier games.
Yeah, I'll contact him on his app.
We should buy a Soldier game. We should make a video of playing games on the Soldier game.
The thing is, it was like $300.
Oh my! Wow. There's got to be one like on Mercari or something.
Well, we could get the same exact thing, but it just wouldn't be an official Soldier game. Granted,
Soldier game.
It wasn't like it had like special packaging or anything.
No, it didn't even have like a special cool case to like Soldier Boy's name on it or something.
No, it's just like one of those like Raspberry Pi or whatever consoles that just has like a shit ton of games loaded onto it.
I figured that, but I thought he at least put it
in the back
like,
of an Uber once.
I thought he at least like had a case on it that would like look kind of cool or something. You didn't pay a designer to make a case?
No.
Damn, Soldier Boy.
He just sells the thing.
All right, I mean,
He's
not
a
all right.
businessman.
I should say that sucks. But make your money though any way you want. I wonder how many people actually bought a Soldier game.
I think JonTron bought one.
I think he did. Yeah, I remember he had like a video. I think about it. Rest in peace, JonTron. He hasn't done anything in like years.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he got kicked off of Ukulele.
What's Ukulele?
The like indie game that was supposed to be like Banjo and Kazooie.
Oh yeah, the one that was about the little lizard. I remember that.
Yeah.
He got kicked off of that?
Yeah, he was a voice actor, and then they removed him.
Damn.
For comments about immigrants.
Oh yeah, wasn't that the thing he got on the podcast and was like, oh yeah, I forget. He says like, rich black people are more likely to commit crimes than poor white people or some dumb shit like that. He's like crazy
I'm pretty
shit.
sure that was along the lines.
And he said like, he just like said that. He's like, yeah, no, look it up. It's just like, what the fuck are you talking about?
So they removed him from Ukulele, and that's the last I heard of him.
Yeah, it's about right. Seems right. Yeah, and then meanwhile, Aaron Hansen is running that celebrity. Not the celebrity boxing thing. He runs like a celebrity event planning thing, but they sometimes do the celebrity boxing and also other like big creator events like expos and whatnot.
Yeah, I think they still have Game Grumps, right? Or do they just not do that anymore?
I think so. I'm not sure. I haven't checked in. I know Danny Sexbang still has Ninja Sex Party. They're still doing tours and whatnot. So
Aaron Hansen, I don't even know the name of this show. I might have to. I'm gonna look this up just because I want to be able to name it properly.
A show that Aaron Hansen did?
It's like a YouTube thing.
A lot of his YouTube things were very risque back in the day.
I'm talking about like 2026.
Oh, okay. I have not kept up with Aaron Hansen, so I have no idea.
I just saw this shit on Twitter.
He got a new show with his wife or something? He's always trying to push his wife. That was kind of really funny. He like took a lot of his popular series and like tried to like force his wife like into him. People were like, "We don't want her in the game in the episodes."
It was Game Overs. He plays an autistic dinosaur.
Oh, is it a cartoon?
Yes.
Oh, neat. Good on him. He's got some voice work.
Flappers. No. Yes? Yes, also Flappers. Gobbles, an anxious but friendly Learnosaurus who was the hero of a children's edutainment game, Gobbles and the Learnosaurs. But there's this one quote from it that pissed me off so bad. It was just like a clip I saw. But there's like some cat girl that he's like comforting who's like upset about something, and it's like the big climax of the episode or whatever. And he's like, no, this isn't your fault. None of anything you've done is your fault. And it's like, hold up, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, none of anything you've done.
I mean, he's just trying to be supportive in that moment.
It's like the worst. It's probably the worst piece of dialogue I've ever heard. What do you mean? None? Of course, if you did the thing, it's your fault. Like,
yeah, I guess what it's trying to be like, nothing that happened, today was your fault, or nothing that happened was your fault.
No, but it was like nothing that you've ever done.
You're right. That really doesn't make sense. That's a weird way to say it. Nothing you've done is your fault.
I'll watch the pilot at some point, and I'm gonna get to that part, and it's gonna piss me off again.
Yeah, that's a weird way to say that past dialogue. That's like, hold on, I have something that was it Lil Yachty or I forget who, or Lil Nas X, somebody had like a lyric retraction, and they were just like, I thought this was a woodwind, I apologize.
That was
the shit Squidward plays.
Lil Yachty. He said, blow it like a cello.
Yeah, it's like,
I thought this was a woodwind.
I've been playing my A&R. You listened to that song many times and allowed me to say that. I guess for a second, I thought a cello was a woodwind instrument, and it is not. Nobody ever said shit. Nobody ever pulled up a pick and said, hey, man, I don't know what this is, but it ain't that. I fucked up. Thought Squidward played the cello. He don't.
There's one more.
Oh, that's a flute. I fucked up, but it do sound good. He doesn't play the flute.
Yep. And that is one of my favorite quotes. Did you pull it up on Genius?
No, I saved that. My A&R listened to that song many times and say shit. Nobody ever pulled up a pick and said, I don't know if you know what this is.
Blow it like a cello, though. Damn.
Blow it like a cello. Damn. God damn. That's a good line. It's a good line.
Lyrical miracle.
Hey, that's pretty good. I've never heard that before. You're a poet, and you didn't even realize that you were rhyming those words together when you said those two words at the time that you said them.
I'm a poet, and I didn't even know it.
All right.
Did it again.
That's you did some deal with the devil. Must be. You like sold your vocal cords with the devil or whatever, and now he's like out down there talking like a doofus.
Run like a payment plan.
Oh, damn. So I had this idea, or this kind of thought of a game not telling you anything and just throwing you into it.
Mm.
What do you, just before I go into it, what are your thoughts on that? Do you like that or not like that in a game?
Nier Automata?
Sort of. I mean, it gives you a lot of backstory, but it's just a lot of confusing backstory. I was talking more of like Breath of the Wild or Fallout 76. Games that are literally just like, all right, here you go.
Minecraft.
Right. A game like that also.
I mean, I think it's fine. We've talked about tutorials before, like how necessary they are. And it's like, it just sort of depends on the style of game. And, I mean, fuck it. Like Super Mario Brothers. No tutorial. You just send you into it.
Yeah, I was going to say that I put in a part where it's definitely a difference of like instruction manual games or like instruction manual times. Like Super Mario Brothers, you're right, doesn't have a tutorial, but you were expected to read the instruction manual, which literally had controls in it.
Well, Honestly, is this my chance to finally talk about 1-1?
What's 1-1?
Level 1-1. World 1, Level 1 in Super Mario Brothers. How it's designed
iconic.
Specifically for you to figure out how to play it.
Yeah, because the Goomba walks towards you, so you have to figure out to jump over it, and you can jump and hit the blocks, and the screen starts to scroll once you move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you hit the block, and then a mushroom comes out, and then it makes you bigger, and like all this stuff. In the very first screen, it's meant to like teach you how to play it.
Right.
You know?
It kind of becomes a thing. I don't know if Mario was the first game to do that, but like games kind of like have this sort of natural progression of like, all right, here's the first level, and here's a little taste of everything you're going to see, and then here's playing the game. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of games do the classic of here's your super powered version of yourself that you're going to get at the end game. So here's all your end abilities that you get, and then something happens, you get your powers taken away. So now you're weak little bitch man, and you can only run and jump now.
Yeah, there's like a handful of those.
Yeah, like Symphony of the Night. I remember was one of them. Castlevania. You start out a super cool Alucard, and then they're like, all right, all your powers go away.
I guess what about it? Like, just
I was
being
gonna
thrown
say,
into a game like that.
It's definitely like you said, it's definitely dependent on the game and where it can go good. Fallout 76 is one of the games where I feel like it did not go that good. It definitely
it's Fallout 76. It's like notoriously bad.
It was notoriously bad for that reason, because it's literally a role-playing like RPG game, and you literally give somebody like if you try to make Minecraft, and Minecraft's not an RPG. Like if you couldn't like build or break things in Minecraft that like break things down and morph the world, then it would just kind of be a shitty game. You just be around exploring this world that's not even, and then again, it's not a procedurally generated world. This Fallout 76, it's a prefab map, which is another thing Minecraft has would be. Yeah, it doesn't work out the same way. Like you need a lot more direction and narrative when you're like playing a role playing game like Fallout. And they do give you the narrative of like, oh, you can go and find papers and whatnot to find the stories of what happened here, but there's just nothing to it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's online only.
Yeah, and that's the big thing is it was supposed to be, or it is an MMORPG. They added in NPCs after like 2 years, because that was the whole thing is they didn't even have any NPCs in the game. It was just an empty wasteland with nothing but the other people in there. And even then with like server problems, a lot of people just were really sparse connections. But it's gotten a lot better now. People have said it's a different experience of playing a Fallout game, but that's where it just kind of irks me of like you could have made it more of an experience of playing a Fallout game, but instead you decided to go this way with it, and I don't know. People,
and it was supposed to be a different thing.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've acquiesced to. Is it's supposed to be a different thing? I'm a fan of especially the mid-tier Fallout or the mid-range Fallouts, whatever you want to call them, like the middle of the release schedule, Fallout 1 and 2. I like them, but really hard to fucking play. I can't go back and play them and have fun. 3, New Vegas. 4, great games. Thumbs up to all of them. 4 is where I start kind of teetering off a bit, and then once you get to 76, it became different. Fallout 4 was already a little bit more different than your regular RPG because you added the looter-shooter mechanics to it of like being able to find all these different crazy good loot guns and the power armor system changing. Then things just got different, and it was kind of for me. And then 76 really sent me in like, all right, I can see the direction they're going. It's not the direction for me. I just and that's the other thing of like, it's not something that it's like, I guess it's not a bad game, Fallout 76. It's just one of the things that's just not for me.
I thought it was a bad game. Maybe they fixed it now.
They fixed it now. It was definitely bad at release just because they fumbled like how to even do what they wanted to do with it. But now they've actually pulled off their vision for it of making it a big MMORPG. NPCs give you quests. There's different things to do with your friends. Because that was the thing is it was just like you can build a base. Your friend could build a base. You could fight your friend. You could fight that other guy over there, like Rust, basically. But
that's
in Fallout. But it was
thinking.
like way worse than Rust because it was just like there's a lot less survival mechanics in it. So it was like it was more because it was a role playing game engine. Like it didn't work well, but eventually they got it around to being a little bit more to what they I guess initially envisioned for it, and people like it for what it is, but not me, not for me. Yeah. Fallout 76 is unfortunate, and if Fallout 5 keeps going along in that same vein, then. Or not. I mean,
Fallout 76 is like clearly a spinoff.
Right. That's why it's not going to go in the same vein as 76. But if it goes in the same kind of direction as 4 went and takes things, from 76, then yeah, it's going to be a little upsetting. Like if they try to make some kind of online component with it, where it's going to be like, oh, people can come in your game and different things like that. Why can't they just make Fallout like Baldur's Gate, where people can join your game and Or like Borderlands, an even better example, because that's a first-person shooter role play where people can join in, and if they did the mission before and they don't get XP for doing the mission, you don't have to sequence break like that. It's real simple. Give me multiplayer Fallout, for fuck's sakes. Actual multiplayer Fallout. I don't want Fallout 76.
So I guess in Borderlands, like, what happens if you join someone else's game and they're further ahead than you?
Then you, I believe, just get the boosted XP.
If you like beat a boss, it's like important to the story. Is that beaten in like your game?
Yeah. And then if you go back to your game, you're left off, I believe, on where like your last progress is, like your latest progress is. But then if you go back on a playthrough, you still won't have like the first missions beaten. So you can get boosted that way, but like the point of Borderlands is you play it through 2-3 times anyway. So a lot of the time, like if you go through with a first campaign character, like it's like level 1, let's say, and hasn't done any of the first playthrough missions, and you just go on like towards the end of somebody's first playthrough and then into their second like loop playthrough, then you just go into it like that. Doesn't matter whether you did the first missions or not, because you're just leveling up past that anyway.
So you join someone's game, you do a boss that's later. What about the bosses in between? Can you still fight them in your game?
Yeah, you can go back and do them, yeah, because it's an open world, non-linear experience too. So if you want to go back and do that, yeah, you can, and they're not going to be locked to you or anything.
So that's kind of why that like Bethesda doesn't really have multiplayer work like that, and same with From Software, because when bosses are defeated, like these things are supposed to happen in certain orders, and it's important that like you're interacting with NPCs and consuming the story through them. Like, what does having another person there really do for you in any of these games? It's not designed for multiple people.
Yeah, you just get to experience that way. And I would argue it's not like they're designed to kill in any order. Like for Fallout 3 specifically, yeah, because there's like NPCs that cannot die and whatnot, and there's like pieces that are locked. But for Fallout New Vegas, especially, and Fallout 4, I think there's even 2. Like, you can just go to different parts of the game, kill important NPCs, and then it's just like, all right, well, all 4 of these missions failed, and this mission started now because that guy's dead, so this is where it goes. You can just sequence break a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah, but like, so you all hop into the same world, and then you all separate, right?
Yeah, go do your own thing.
And then I don't kill this guy, and you kill this guy, and then we hop into multiplayer again. Like Baldur's Gate, like one person owns the save and everyone else is just playing within that save.
Yeah, you could do it that way. So it's just like you have to reload into the save. So if like you kill him in your save, and that'll change it in that person's world. And he's like, well, I got to either exit out of this world and not save, so that decision that you made doesn't get saved, or save after that world, Minecraft style, where you just own the world.
Yeah, I think it
could be
that. Have to work as like a central, I'm running the lobby type thing.
Yeah.
I think that would work. Yeah.
And it's one of those things where, it's Bethesda. I guess they haven't done a multiplayer RPG like that. Like I say, Borderlands did it, so how hard can it be? But they did it on like the Xbox 360. The technology exists out there somewhere. It can't be impossible for them to figure out.
It's not about whether or not they can do it. It's about like game flow and like, how you set up the story and stuff like that.
They should try. Why haven't they done it? People have asked for it.
They need to. You want to play Borderlands? You play Borderlands.
Yeah, I want to play Fallout. I want to do it multiplayer, though. Every single Fallout game has had a multiplayer mod added to it because people want it multiplayer.
And those people make decisions on how the multiplayer should be. And if, like, I'm sure you have your choice of multiplayer mods.
Not really, actually. They're very hard to actually get working. The Fallout New Vegas multiplayer mod was like a 10-year project.
Oh my God.
There's only like one that actually works. Probably same with Fallout 4, though I haven't looked into it too much in a while.
Also, if it's a 10-year project to get that mod working, like, you can't really say it's that easy. But
well, to rework it into Fallout New Vegas's engine as a fan, then yeah. But if you had the source code and different things in there, then potentially. But that's and working on the Unreal old engine, maybe not. But if you're making a new game from the ground up, I don't know. Fucking doesn't seem like it'd be the hardest thing.
It costs money.
They're a AAA studio. Money is no object. Should not be.
I mean, Bethesda, like, they do not. They got a shit ton of money from Skyrim, but like, then what?
Fallout.
Starfield just flopped.
Yeah, Starfield.
Think about how much money they spent on that.
They did kind of shit the bed with that one. Yeah, no.
I don't even know if they did. I just think people didn't care.
I'm mostly just complaining as a fan because I want to see it and they didn't do the thing that I want to see and da 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 da.
Yeah.
But like it's so they when they did the thing that I wanted to see, they did it in the way that I didn't want, and it's just extra infuriating.
Yeah.
Darn you, Fallout. It's really unfortunate too. I watched this series called What Happened, where they talk about like the fall and terrible dev cycles of video games, and the intro to it has Vault Boy. And I'm like, man, Fallout's one of those series now. Damn it.
Yeah. They're on top of the world by 4.
Blech. Wait, by 4?
Well, I mean, they were at the top of the world at 4.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they were there before then, too, but, like, they were really, like...
Yeah. Skyrim in New Vegas was just a back-to-back 1-2 punch that just, they couldn't miss. And then
they didn't fuck up 4.
No. It was a little bit different. People were a little like, about it. And then when 76 came, they were like, there was premium editions of that. They were like at sale on Five Below.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was bad, especially the first couple of years of it.
Mm-hmm.
4's story was just bad. Like I liked the actual gameplay of 4, but I found myself just like not doing the story for every time I played it. And when I went back to do it, I was like, man, I don't care about this.
Yeah, like what's the whole deal with the synths? Like,
And
are they like totally new in the Fallout universe then?
No, so the first time you technically see them is in Fallout 3 with Harkness, because he's an android, which they even like have a whole thing about that of like, that's an old term, don't call them androids, we're using the new term synths. They have like a little terminal entry about that. But so that's the first time you technically see them, and technically the Institute has been around since right after the war, and they've just been kind of making synths constantly, and their whole thing is they want to make like humanity like great, right? Utopia. Kidnap all humans, replace them with synths. Why? Why not just make
how great for humans?
Right? Why not
to do that?
Why not just make shitloads of synths and like it's if they can like fix humans that way and then like but we're not going to replace us with synths. Of course not. Like it's the most like crackpot bullshit. I hate the Institute. And the fact that not even that, the fact that you they become so one-dimensional because they have that thing of like, all right, so you're just basically deleting the human race. Do you think that's kind of a moral thing? Our goals are beyond your understanding. All right, so boom, like that's if you're literally not even gonna take the reason to explain it to me, like let alone give me, I guess you can't give me a way to sway, one of the main factions, right? Like you don't want to give the branch too many branches because that's a little too much of game development, whatever. But you don't even want to give me a dialogue of like explaining me. Even Caesar had his whole thing of Hegelian dialectics that was wrong, but still made him sound like a fucking smart guy. You're not even going to give me that, Father?
Tries to explain it.
He tries to explain it. Father just says, that's too advanced for you. Anyway, take over my company. It's like, what do you mean? Like, tell me why. This is stupid. And then the biggest thing is that I just don't care about my wife. They had a lot of cut content I found that was like a whole terminal where you get to learn about either Nate or Nora, if you chose male or female, where you get to learn like for Nora, like she had a career as a lawyer and she went to law school and was really promising, but then like willfully gave it up because she really believed in Nate's like career as a military serviceman and her whole thing of like believing in the nation and whatnot, and how much she loved Sean and like different shopping for Halloween costumes and whatnot. And it's like, okay, this gives life to the character. This would make me care about her a little more, even if it was like an optional terminal entry to read. But
it wasn't even there.
Wasn't even there. It was cut from the game. So the only thing you get is that she's like,
you get shot in front of you.
Before that, you get to see her be like, go get the door, honey, and the baby sure loves you. And then, let's run. And then, she just gets blasted in the face in front of you. And then you're like, okay. Boom, boom, boom. As if you press buttons, that's what you do. You just bang on the glass. That's all it lets you do. And you're like, I guess cool. And then as soon as I got out of the pod, I was like, I guess let me check on her. And I click the button and my guy goes, come on, open. I'm like, am I supposed to? Oh, man. It took
you don't
me
really care.
out of it completely.
You weren't invested.
I wasn't invested. My character was like completely different for me. I was like, I guess let's go find Sean. And 4 hours later, I was like, God damn, I was supposed to be finding my kid. I'm out here fighting Mirelurks, like settling the frontier with the Minutemen. Having a fun time doing it, but like I don't care about this whole baby of mine.
Mm-hmm.
And the other weird thing, did you do a Nick Valentine side quest?
I didn't play 4.
Oh no, Nick Valentine was one of the coolest companions for two reasons. One, because his side quest was like, oh, I'm gonna hunt down my old one that got away that I was never able to, and he only wants to like find out, like try to resolve the case that he was never able to solve, like not even find the guy because it was 200 years ago. He's a synth, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that.
I'm familiar. I saw like the first 20 minutes of the game.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
he's
so
the rootin' tootin'.
He says, because he's got the memories of the detective, he's like, there's no way like this is ever a thing, but I need to solve this so I can like complete this in my mind. And then during the process of finding out about this guy, you realize that, oh, he entered into a program to get himself ghoulified so he can survive the war. And it's like, oh shit, this guy might still actually be alive. And then it turns into like an actual chase with him, and you go and find him down and like hunt him in his bunker and kill him. It's a super cool mission. But Nick Valentine, being the coolest companion, whenever you get Kellogg, you find him down and shoot him, you get a part of Kellogg's brain. And Nick Valentine goes, well, because I'm a synth and I have human parts, you could put that part of the brain into me, and then we could look into it with the Dream Lounger brain thing. And it's like, okay, cool. You do that, you get a cool little thing, learn about Kellogg's past. As soon as you pop out, Nick Valentine just like gives this whole thing. He's like, oh, weird, I feel... you thought you'd get rid of me. Guess I'm stuck here now. And you're like, oh,
no.
shit, this is going to be cool. Never mentioned again. Never even brought up one time. Right, and you're like, this is going to be the coolest thing, though. I love Nick Valentine. But no, never even brought up once again. You can't even be like, hey, are you okay with that brain in your head? Like, nothing. You can't even talk to him about it. You get that one cool dialogue. You're like, oh shit, Kellogg's gonna be like, now he's my companion, but I hate this guy. And it's such a cool moment that they just right there, just deflate your fucking bubble.
Damn,
sucks. Never comes back. It's the whole thing of like you hate Kellogg, but the whole Dream Lounger sequences, you get like they play all your heartstrings. You get like his backstory, if you saw his wife and kid get murdered and all this different stuff. So he's got a tragic life, and his joining of the Institute was more like a way of survival as opposed to... So you get like a little bit of sympathy for him, and then it's like, oh, cool, he's going to be my companion, and no, he's not. Right, you get that little bit of moment. I thought you were doing a gulp moment, but yeah, no, Nick Valentine just swallows it down. No more.
Yep. Dunzo.
Sad. That's the moment where I really got kind of like turned off of Fallout 4, and I was just doing nothing but like side questing and just like, all right, I'll do all the side questing, care about the Minutemen that I want, and I don't think I finished the story for like the first time I played through. It wasn't until my second playthrough that I went through and finished it out with the Brotherhood.
They also focus a lot on base building.
Yeah, it was kind of cool because like it's Banjo-Kazooie style, like, oh, you can make anything you want, just go nutso, which is like weird. But then you saw Fallout 76 and you're like, oh, that's why you started introducing this, because you were going to make a whole game of this. Yeah, it's not really great.
Well, I don't think it's because they were planning on making Fallout 76 as much as like they thought it was popular, and they maybe yes and no, but like it was, base building was kind of like trendy at the time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And so it wasn't because they wanted to make shitty Fallout 76 as much as like they were chasing a trend and they were investing into it because they believed that people liked that.
Yeah.
But they were releasing entire DLCs around that.
Yeah, and
they had something like that in I thought they had something like that in Skyrim. I remember watching a mod or a DLC showcase thing where it's like, this is all the things our devs have been trying, and one of them was house building, but I don't remember if that actually made it into the game.
Yeah, with Fallout 4, there was definitely a thing like with Fallout 76. Not for me. It was, people really liked it. I've seen a lot of posts like people building their Nuka-Cola arcades and being able to like do different things with the signs and making really cool things. But a lot of it's just kind of, it's not really what I wanted to do in a Fallout game. Mm-hmm. So it's wasn't up my alley.
I think you can build your own house in Skyrim with the DLC. I think it's called Hearthfire.
Neat. Wonder how that works, because Skyrim's like the old engine.
Yeah, you like adopt a kid too, like a
Fable style.
You get like a skeleton butler or something.
Oh, dude, I wonder. Have you seen the things for the new Fable? I wonder if you can build your house in the new Fable. That'd be sweet.
I haven't seen a lot from the new Fable, but just the fact that they're coming out with the new Fable does have me excited.
It's gonna be sick.
Supposedly, the whole like good and evil system is no longer like you just shoot up a whole town and then you turn blue with horns. You know, like it is associated with the geographic area, and like you could be
that's super cool.
You could be like a real asshole in one town, go to another town where no one knows you, and be a nice guy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like kind of what New Vegas started. I don't know if they were the first ones to do it, but what they popularized was the whole like faction system. Like,
They kind of did it in Skyrim, where
Oblivion too.
Oblivion, like your bounty was kind of global though, right?
Yeah, not really, because you can have a bounty in a town, but another town's guards aren't going to arrest you for it.
I thought
if you manage to escape. I don't know.
Maybe I was just too afraid.
You'd probably know better than me, but I didn't think so. I thought if like there was a lot of times where I would like run around in a town and do my things, then I'd go to a different town and immediately get arrested. Be like, oh, whoops, I'm wanted here.
Yeah, but like, were you doing crimes in the old town?
Maybe I might have. I might have. It might have
like
been
a global
like that.
thing, but in Skyrim, you do only have like bounties in particular holds.
Ah, okay.
You can go to the Thieves Guild and like you'd pay like 50% of your fines and then not have to give up your stuff. That was one thing you could do, and then yeah, I think it was just a hold by hold basis thing, and then you could also like you get people to like you or dislike you there.
Yeah. The new Fable is going to be sick. The amount of things, like when I talk to people, because my friends at work don't like play games super a lot, and when I tell them about like, oh yeah, they're excited about the new Fable because they try to keep up with things, I tell them about like, have you played the old Fables? No. Like, I tell them about you can get married, like have a divorce, get married to two different people. Someone tries to blackmail you for your multiple marriages. You could have kids, like get STDs and all this different stuff. Like, all that's going to be in the new Fable. Like, no, that was back in the 360. You can do that in Fable 3. Like, you can have you get married to a girl. She gives you a biracial child, like because she was cheating on you. You could find out and shit like that. Like, it was all in Fable 3. What are they going to do for this new Fable? There is so much
town by town shit.
It's going to be crazy.
Have a wife in every town.
And then
they're all cheating on you.
Someone finally blackmails you. Yeah, because like it's just the amount of like you could just go to work. There's all the different mini games and whatnot. The karma system. There is just so much of that game. Like it tried so much of the life simulator.
Yeah,
I hope Fable does more of it, especially with Kingdom Come. Like Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 and 2 both coming out now. I wonder if they kind of see that as like a little competitor in the game of like medieval times, like trying to be a little bit not exactly life simulator, but like give you like a lot of that control over the way you play, a lot of the different things you can do.
I only played Fable 2 and I got through like most of it. They like kidnap you and send you to this like prison thing, right? And then you like break out and then you get like all your like experience back when you beat that boss, and then some, and that was about it for me. I came back, I didn't know what I was supposed to do. I was still blue because I like massacred a town.
Yeah, I played through all the Fables one after another one summer. Most of my memories are from Fable 3, just because that's like the most recent one. Fable 3 was pretty wild. That was the one where you actually become the king and you could buy up properties and whatnot and get income.
Yeah, I heard that Fable 3 was good up until the point that you became a king, which, I mean, it's still like maybe good, but like you become king and then you realize like, oh shit, there is like an actual like invasion coming in like a year or two or whatever, and I need to make money to do that.
Right.
So you're gonna be a mean king that gets the money to save the country, or you're going to be a nice king that gets invaded and taken over.
Right. It's like kind of shitty
moral
that
dilemma
way.
there, huh?
But the way you can get out of that moral dilemma is by buying up all of the property from the citizens, privatizing all of the land, and just waiting for all the taxes to come in. So you just...
That's what I'm talking about.
That's how you do it. Then you can just make good on all your promises and still not get invaded. You just got to take time. Yeah, it was a little annoying at the end of that, but a lot of the side quests in that were super, super fun. And all the customization you could do with your character was super cool. Really like the Fable games. I'm excited for what they're going to do for the next one. I'm hyped. I hope they do, like, have you ever played Kingdom Come? I said, like, they might be... You can die during childbirth in that game if you set it to the hardest difficulty.
Oh.
You die during character creation. It's
real.
It's real, baby. It's the good shit. I watched my friend play it, and he failed the dialogue check with one of the guards and got thrown in prison. And then it was before a certain point in the story where the town gets ransacked. So it got ransacked while he was in prison, and he died in prison. Because the raiders didn't bother to check any of the prisoners. So they just left him there.
That's good.
And he's like, game over, died in prison, didn't save, shit.
That's the type of shit I want to see.
That's what I want to see from Fable as well. I want him to go hard. Give me the hard difficulty. and let me die in prison or during childbirth.
Yeah.
Fable literally has, like, I think every single one. The first one, I think you get shot from a roof. Or is that in the second one when you're a kid and you get shot from the roof?
I think it's the second one.
The second one, you get shot from the roof. The first one, I think you get, like, your village gets burned down. And then the third one, nothing bad happens to you until you're, like, grown up. You have to watch your either girlfriend or a lot of townspeople get murdered in front of you. You get some trauma either way in the Fable game. So I could definitely see them adding in something where you might die right away.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty fucked up decision you get to make as the king. But you get to choose whether or not to kill your brother for that decision when you become king. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And there's an achievement for holding King's Court in a chicken costume.
Nice.
I think it's literally, I think it's called it's either called Kangaroo Court or like Cluckaroo Court, something like that. Like I fall on that. Good stuff.
So what's better for your karma? Killing him or sparing him?
I think
He's a pretty bad guy.
Yeah, I think it gives you good karma for sparing him, and it's bad karma for killing him. But I think it's like it gives you like the happy face, frown face. But it's one of those things of just like because it's right after you learn that the darkness was real too. So it's supposed to be like sympathy. Like, of course, I understand, brother. You were just going too far, but you had the right heart. But if you want to stick with the vengeance, then kill him, get him out of here. Especially like if he made you kill your girlfriend, then fuck you.
Yeah.
The first thing is literally like he brings in a load of townspeople that he's just going to slaughter because they oppose him. And your girlfriend's like, no, don't slaughter them. He's like, all right, then you choose. I'm going to kill her or them. It's just like, dude, fuck you. What the hell? Like,
Or just ask your girlfriend what she wants.
And that's the thing. She says, pick me. And you're like, dude, double fuck you for putting her in this position.
Yeah, it's kind of a dick move, but at least she's not mad at you.
So actually, no, she isn't mad at you for picking the townspeople. She is at first, but then the only time you get to meet her afterwards is when you rescue some guy's wife from a sewer, and then it turns out to be her, and she's like, well, I'll leave that guy for you if you want. And you're like, yeah, let's go.
Got my girlfriend back.
Yeah.
So glad I didn't kill you.
Hell yeah.
By sparing all these townspeople a decade and a half ago.
The one time I did that, she gave me a black child and an STD.
Oh.
Yeah,
well,
I had to divorce her right after.
Damn.
To be fair, it's just an RNG chance. It doesn't mean she was cheating on me, but still.
Yeah, sure, that's what she told you.
It's just RNG. That's pretty great. That'd be a great defense.
I got it from a toilet seat. I don't know.
I meant the black kid was the RNG, not the STD.
Oh.
The STD just kind of happens. I think actually that is RNG too if you don't wear a condom. But you can't have a kid if you wear a condom.
That's a choice?
Yeah, in Fable.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure in 2 too, yeah.
Okay, damn.
If you're having kids, if you don't want to have kids, you're not ready to start a family, you got to protect yourself, man.
Yeah, I guess. I just didn't know it got that granular.
Yeah. When you play the jester, the court jester, I don't know what it's called, the mini game or job or whatever.
I don't believe so.
So there's like the loot, there's the pie making, there's the blacksmith, and there's also just jester, where you just like clap around and do funny chicken dances for people. And if you mess up the quick time event, you just shit yourself. And you go, oh, and you get really stinky, and everybody goes, no. And you lose a lot of favor. But
is that not part of the show?
I mean, I guess not, because they want to see you fart, but they don't want to see you shit. Because that's just like, come on, man. Ain't that
the truth?
But that damn.
There's a moral thing in there.
There is.
It's a fable.
Everybody wants to see you fart, but nobody wants to see you shit. That's the fable. That's the words of wisdom we leave you
Lesson
with.
to take.
As we end this episode of Cold Hard Trash CRT106. Thank you for listening in. Just remember, everybody wants to see you fart, but not everybody wants to see you shit. Take those words of wisdom as we leave here tonight. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and because of that, want to rate this podcast 5 stars, because, I mean, who else is giving you that kind of wisdom out here? That's words to live by.
Happy Tuesday if you're, here right at the...
Yeah, if you're at drop,
lunch.
happy Tuesday morning. Hell yeah. If you're not here, happy Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday morning. Just plug your ears until the day you're listening to comes up.
Don't listen on a Monday, evidently.
I mean, yeah, don't listen on a Monday. What are you doing? Are you downloading the episode, going back in time, and then listening to the episode? That's crazy. Don't do that. That's a lot of work just for us.
We're flattered.
Or flattered,
Thank
but
you.
Come on.
Bye.
Bye-bye.